Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a nice weekend here. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. A lot of good action on the board. And yeah, let's finish the weekend off strong. Been a pretty solid week, except for a horrible Friday night, which was just absolutely insane. All the top dogs going down. But, that's what we do. So just got to move on to the next day here. And a lot of action. And yeah, let's get right into it. Before I do, go ahead and like and subscribe, guys. Support the channel. Getting pretty close to 5K subs. Super awesome. Appreciate the support. Go ahead and check out all my links in the description below as well. If you guys aren't already signed up with a bookie, got a couple good bookie offers with Bovada, My Bookie, and XBET. Really good promo codes on there. And go ahead and get in on the action today. So go ahead and check those out, and we're going to hop right into it. 15 matchups, starting with the Chicago Cubs versus the Washington Nationals. Pitching for the Cubs is Adbert Alzolay with an ERA of 4.73. He's 4-11. Pitching for the Nationals is Eric Fedde with an ERA of 5.05. He is 4-7. Washington opening up as slight favorites at minus 116. Chicago minus 105 with the over-under at 8.5. The last start for Alzolay, he's 0-1, pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs and had 4 strikeouts. For Fedde, he's 1-0, pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs and had 4 strikeouts. Not excited about this matchup here. We know the Cubs they pretty much just got rid of everybody on their team, and we're going to see what the Cubs end up doing, how they perform here, but it's kind of clear the direction they're going in. I don't know if I can trust the Cubs right now. Gonna roll with the Nationals here. Next matchup, we have the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pitching for the Phillies is Kyle Gibson with an ERA of 2.87. He's 6-3. Pitching for the Pirates is Luis Oviedo with an ERA of 9.61. He's 1-2. Philly opening up as the favorite at minus 152. Pittsburgh plus 120 with the over-under at 9. The last start for Gibson, he is 0-1, pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. For Oviedo, he's 0-1, pitched 1 inning, gave up 6 runs, and had 2 strikeouts. Love Kyle Gibson on the mound here. Excellent with the Rangers this season. Really good addition for the Phillies here. Lewis's last start, if he ends up starting, a lot of times when I make these videos, they'll have these guys with really high ERAs that have had horrible games, and when it comes close to game time, sometimes they get pulled, and it ends up being another pitcher, but can't really predict that to happen, so we're going to assume Lewis is on the mound, giving up a lot of runs in his last few starts here. Really hard to trust him on the mound here. We saw the Pirates looked really good in that first game, but I love Kyle Gibson on the mound here. Going to roll with the Phillies. Next matchup, we have the Baltimore Orioles versus the Detroit Tigers. Pitching for the Orioles is Spencer Watkins with an ERA of 3.10. He's 2-1. Pitching for the Tigers is Tyler Alexander with an ERA of 4.80. He's 1-1. Detroit opening up as the favorites at minus 138. Baltimore plus 120 with the over-under at 9.5. The last start for Watkins, he's 0-1, pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 1 strikeout. For Alexander, he's 1-0, pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, and had 2 strikeouts. Really tough series to bet with, honestly. You really can't trust either team in this scenario. Both teams give up a lot of runs here. I think I'm going to go with Baltimore plus 1.5 here. Might be a bad bet, I don't know, but Detroit hasn't looked that amazing here. Baltimore's already shown they could beat Detroit here in this series. I think I'm going to roll with Baltimore plus 1.5. Next matchup, we have the Cincinnati Reds versus the New York Mets. Pitching for the Reds is Vladimir Gutierrez with an ERA of 4.75. He's 5-3. Pitching for the Mets is Marcus Stroman with an ERA of 2.63. He is 7-9. The Mets opening up as the favorite at minus 162. Cincinnati plus 140 with the over-under at 9. The last start for Gutierrez, he's 1-0, pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs and had 5 strikeouts. For Stroman, he's 0-1, pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs and had 4 strikeouts. Marcus Stroman has been really good on the mound here. This is just a game where I'm just on the Reds. I think there's really good value with the Reds. They've already shown they can beat the Mets in this series. Reds have been playing really good baseball here. Mets kind of, had a rough couple games here. I just like the Reds here. I think I'm going to roll with the Reds plus 1.5. I think it's a pretty interesting play. And, I think they're starting to pick it up towards the end of the season. It's, the mid-second half of the season. The Reds are really vamping up the wins here. I like the Reds plus 1.5 in this one. Next matchup, we have the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Atlanta Braves. Pitching for the Brewers is Brett Anderson with an ERA of 3.86. He's 3-5. Pitching for the Braves is Charlie Morton with an ERA of 3.65. He's 10-3. Atlanta opening up as the favorite at minus 135. Milwaukee plus 125 with the over-under at 9. The last start for Anderson, he's 1-0. Pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs and had 3 strikeouts. He's only given up 2 total runs in his last 3 starts on the mound. Morton 1-0, pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. I think it's really good plus money for the Brewers here. Just don't know if I can trust the Braves here to pull this one off as pretty decently sized favorites. Love the way the Brewers have been playing. Brett Anderson's been really good on the mound too. So I love the Brewers plus 1.5 in this one. Next matchup, we have the Cleveland Indians versus the Chicago White Sox. Pitching for Cleveland is Cal Quantrill with an ERA of 3.66. He's 2-2. Pitching for the White Sox is Dylan Cease with an ERA of 4.14. He's 7-6. The White Sox opening up as the favorite at minus 227. Cleveland plus 170 with the over-under at 8.5. The last start for Quantrill, he's 0-1. Pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. For Cease, he's 1-0. Pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Yeah, I like the White Sox in this matchup here. Cleveland's made it interesting in this series, but I just think this is a good series for the White Sox to bounce back. Big favorites here, I know, but take the chance on Cleveland if you want. Plus 170, really good return on your money, but I think I'm going to roll with the White Sox here. Next matchup, we have the Minnesota Twins versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Pitching for the Twins is Michael Pineda with an ERA of 3.86. He's 4-5. Pitching for the Cardinals is Adam Wainwright with an ERA of 3.51. He's 8-6. St. Louis opening up as the favorite at minus 135. Minnesota plus 125 with the over-under at 8.5. The last start for Pineda, he's 1-0, pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. For Wainwright, he's 1-0, pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Not excited about this matchup at all, to be honest. Minnesota they haven't showed they could really keep up so far. I don't know. I just don't know if I could trust them. I think Vegas wants you to take Twins here. Plus 125. Looking pretty juicy here. I'm going to go the other route, though. I like St. Louis here. Next matchup, we have the Houston Astros versus the San Francisco Giants. Pitching for Houston is Luis Garcia with an ERA of 3.09. He's 7-5. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA of 3.36. He's 4-3. Giants opening up as the favorite at minus 112. Houston plus 102 with the over-under at 8.5. The last start for Garcia, he's 0-1. Pitched 4 innings. Gave up 5 runs and had 9 strikeouts. For Webb, he's 1-0. Pitched 6 innings. Gave up 1 run and had 5 strikeouts. This is just a series, man. Houston kind of just being the underdog in this series for the most part. I'm going to take Houston as the underdog all day long. I mean, 2 really good teams here. There's much value in this game. Taking the small plus money with Houston seems solid to me. and taking them plus 1.5. And they've already shown they can beat the Giants. So going to roll with Houston here. Next matchup, we have the Oakland Athletics versus the Los Angeles Angels. Pitching for Oakland is James Kaprielian with an ERA of 3.24. He is 5-4. Currently, let's see. From what I see, we'll see how accurate this is. But pitching for the Angels is Reed Detmers. I can't even really find any info on this guy. So that doesn't seem very good. So we'll see how accurate that is. I'm just going to assume, hard to trust that. We'll see who ends up starting for the Angels. I'm not sure how accurate that is. Be sure to check in who actually does start, if it is Reed Detmers. But Kaprielian, 0-1, pitched 4 innings, gave up 6 runs and had 6 strikeouts. Had a rough last start for Kaprielian here against the Padres, but I like Oakland with the plus money here. Maybe this line will move a little bit. I'm not sure, but anytime you could take Oakland plus money, I think it's a really good bet here. Angels haven't really shown. They've kind of been slumping here, the Angels. They've definitely had their few losses to Oakland. Don't know if I can trust the Angels as the favorite. Take Oakland plus 1.5. Next matchup, we have the Colorado Rockies versus the San Diego Padres. Pitching for the Rockies is Austin Gomber with an ERA of 3.69. He's 8-5. Pitching for the Padres is Chris Paddock with an ERA of 4.74. He's 7-6. The Padres opening up as the favorite at minus 167. Colorado plus 154 with the over-under at 8.5. The last start for Gomber, he's 1-0. Pitched 6 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. For Paddock, he's 1-0. Pitched 6 innings. Gave up 3 runs and had 6 strikeouts. I mean, Colorado had a crazy game 2 win there. That was kind of unreal. We've seen it all season. Teams like Colorado, Arizona, always, for the most part, big plus money. And a lot of times they do come through. And still going to roll with the Padres here. I just think, hopefully they don't let their guard down and lose this one to the Rockies. But the Rockies are that team, man. They can ruin. They're the parlay killer. Them, Arizona, a lot of these big underdogs really kill parlays, and it's hard to be on the Rocky side because they could just get smoked and not even get a run, which happens a lot with them. So, gonna stick with the Padres though, but take the shot on the Rockies. Big plus money. Doesn't hurt to put a few bucks on them. Next matchup, we have the Boston Red Sox versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Pitching for the Red Sox is Nick Pivetta with an ERA of 4.51. He's 8-4. Pitching for the Rays is Shane McClanahan with an ERA of 3.80. He's 4-4. Tampa Bay opening up as the favorite at minus 125. Boston plus 115 with the over-under at 8.5. The last start for Pivetta, he's 1-0. Pitched 4 innings. Gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. For McClanahan, he's 0-1. Pitched 3 innings. Pitched 6 innings. Gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Yeah, Pivetta's last 3 games, he's given up 4 runs in each game. A lot of runs for Pivetta here. I just like the way Tampa Bay has been playing now. Pivetta definitely prone to giving up a lot of runs here. 12 in his last 3 starts. McClanahan's been really solid on the mound here. I like Tampa Bay with the small favorite here. All right, guys. Next matchup, we have the Kansas City Royals versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Pitching for the Royals is Brad Keller with an ERA of 5.55. He's 7-9. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Jose Barrios with an ERA of 4.08. He is can't find his record, but 4.08 ERA. And Toronto opening up as massive favorites at minus 303. Kansas City plus 220 with the over-under at 10. The last start for Keller, he's 0-1, pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Last start for Barrios, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. I mean, love Toronto here. They've looked really good in this series so far against Toronto. Toronto shutting him out yesterday 4-0. Brad Keller has not been very good on the mound for the Royals here. Going to roll with the Blue Jays. But, don't hate the plus 220 play. That's big plus money for the Royals. Go ahead and throw them in a little underdog round robin. And these last two matchups, I waited very late, till midnight, for the starting pitchers to come out for these two teams, for two of these teams, and couldn't find it. So you have to see when that comes out, because I can't wait any longer on these lines, on these pitchers to be announced. But we have the New York Yankees versus the Miami Marlins. Pitching for the Yankees is Jordan Montgomery with an ERA of 3.78. He's 4-5. Couldn't find who's pitching for the Marlins. Be sure to check that out when that does get announced. The Yankees opening up as the favorite at -167. Miami +130 with the over-under at 7. The last start for Montgomery, he's 1-0, pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Of course, both days I pick, I fade the Yankees. The Yankees start winning. So this is going to be a test right here. This is just based on no logic, nothing. Yankees have just been brutal. Going to take the Yankees here. See if they can go up 3-0 on the Marlins. They've looked like they've had some life in this series. Going to roll with the Yankees. And we're going to see the Marlins probably win this game here, because that's what happens when I pick the Yankees. Then the last matchup, we have the Seattle Mariners versus the Texas Rangers. Pitching for the Rangers is Mike Foltynewicz with an ERA of 6.11. He's 2-10. Currently couldn't find who's pitching for the Mariners. Be sure to check that out when that gets released. Seattle opening up as the favorite at -152. Texas +120 with the over-under at 9. The last start for Foltynewicz, he's 0-1, pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Anytime Foltynewicz has been on the mound for the Rangers, go against him. He just gives up a lot of runs here. Love Seattle in this matchup. We'll see who ends up pitching for them, but definitely like the over too. Mike gives up a lot of runs here. He's been very bad for the Rangers this season. Gonna roll with the Mariners. And that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Sunday, and I'll see you guys Monday. Have a good one.